Welcome to today's episode. Let's begin with a few questions for you to think over. Do you find it easy to have conversations in English? What do you usually talk about when you meet someone new? And how do you keep a conversation going when you're not sure what to say next? In this episode, we're going to explore conversational English, an essential skill for building confidence and fluency in everyday situations. Whether you're chatting with a friend, meeting someone for the first time, or having a professional discussion, knowing how to navigate a conversation is key. Let's start with some common expressions to help you begin a conversation. When meeting someone, simple greetings like asterisk, hi, how's it going? Asterisk or nice to meet you can set a friendly and open tone. If you want to learn more about the person, try asking questions such as asterisk, where are you from? Asterisk or asterisk, what do you do for work or study? Asterisk. These are great for starting small talk and showing genuine interest in the other person. Once the conversation begins, keeping it flowing smoothly is important. A useful way to do this is by asking follow-up questions. For example, if someone says, I'm from Italy, you could reply asterisk, oh, that's interesting. What's your favorite thing about living there? Asterisk. If they mention their job, you might ask, asterisk, what do you enjoy most about your work? Asterisk. This shows you're listening and encourages them to share more. Have you ever been in a conversation where you didn't know what to say next? Don't worry, it happens to everyone. One helpful tip is to gently share your own experiences or opinions. For instance, if someone says they love traveling, you could respond, asterisk, I love traveling too. My favorite trip was to the mountains last year. Have you ever been to the mountains? Asterisk. Sharing a little about yourself makes the conversation more engaging and personal. Another important part of conversational English is reacting naturally. When someone tells you something exciting, you can say, asterisk, wow, that's amazing. Asterisk or asterisk, that sounds great. Asterisk. If they share something difficult, you might say, I'm sorry to hear that, or asterisk, that must be tough. Asterisk. Reactions like these show empathy and help build a real connection. Ending a conversation politely is just as important as starting one. You can say something like, it was really great talking to you, or asterisk, I've enjoyed our chat. Let's talk again soon. Asterisk. These phrases leave a positive impression and show that you value the interaction. Learning conversational English isn't just about the words you use. It's also about tone and body language. Smiling and making comfortable eye contact can make you seem approachable and friendly. Your tone of voice matters, too. Saying asterisk, that's nice. Asterisk with enthusiasm sounds warm, while saying it in a flat tone might seem uninterested. Have you ever practiced conversations with a friend or a language partner? Role-playing common situations like ordering food at a restaurant or asking for directions can really help build your confidence. The more you practice, the more natural your conversations will feel. And remember, it's completely okay to make mistakes. No one expects you to be perfect, especially if English isn't your first language. The most important thing is to keep trying and to focus on sharing your ideas. Over time, you'll find that conversations become easier and much more enjoyable. Now, let's talk about building your vocabulary for everyday conversation. Building on our conversation about conversational English, let's explore some specific phrases and strategies that can help make your interactions smoother and more natural. Using certain phrases can show the other person you are engaged and thinking carefully about what they are saying. For example, instead of just nodding silently, you can use expressions like, asterisk, that's a good question. This is a thoughtful way to acknowledge a query before you answer. Asterisk, I see what you mean. This shows you are following their point and understand them. Asterisk, could you explain that a bit more? This demonstrates your interest and encourages them to elaborate. These simple phrases turn a one-sided exchange into a more interactive and connected dialogue. Now, think about how conversations naturally flow from one topic to another. You might start talking about hobbies, and then the discussion naturally moves to travel, food, or current events. Being able to transition between topics smoothly is a valuable skill. You don't need to force it. You can use gentle connectors like asterisk, speaking of travel, have you ever been to a tropical island? Asterisk, that reminds me of something interesting I read recently about. Asterisk, on a similar note, I was thinking about. These transitions keep the conversation dynamic, interesting, and connected, rather than feeling like a list of separate questions. By practicing these small skills, using engaging phrases, and guiding the flow of topics, you will build greater confidence in your ability to hold conversations in English. Remember, a great conversation is not just about the words you say. It is equally about listening actively, responding thoughtfully, and creating a genuine connection with the person you are speaking to. To go even deeper, let's talk about the mindset behind a good conversation. A major part of speaking smoothly is staying relaxed. Often, when we speak a second language, we feel nervous or overly focused on making mistakes. It's important to remember that every conversation is a chance to learn and improve. When you practice, try to stay calm and focus on expressing your ideas clearly, even if you need a brief pause to gather your thoughts. A powerful way to stay relaxed and engaged is through active listening. This means not just hearing the words, but truly paying attention to the meaning and emotion behind them. For example, if someone says, "I've been really busy with work lately," an active listener would do more than just nod. They might respond with, asterisk, that sounds tough. How do you manage to find time for yourself? Asterisk, this shows you are paying close attention and makes the other person feel heard and valued. Following up with thoughtful feedback is another key to keeping the conversation alive. This doesn't mean repeating what they said word for word, but rather adding a related comment or sharing a small piece of your own experience. For instance, if someone mentions they recently went hiking, you could say, asterisk, hiking sounds wonderful. I went last summer and loved being surrounded by nature. Where did you go for your hike? Asterisk, this approach keeps the exchange moving forward in a natural and interactive way. Asking open-ended questions is one of the best tools for a rich conversation. These questions invite more than a simple yes or no and encourage the other person to share more details. Instead of asking, asterisk, do you like sports? Asterisk, you could ask, asterisk, what kind of sports or physical activities do you enjoy, and what do you like about them? Asterisk, this opens the door to a much more descriptive and engaging answer, allowing you to learn more about their passions. Finally, sharing your own opinions is a natural and important part of dialogue. Doing so politely shows respect for the other person's viewpoint. You can use phrases like, asterisk, I think that's a great idea. I personally also feel that, asterisk, asterisk. Asterisk, in my opinion, it might be better to, what are your thoughts? Asterisk, I see it a little differently. From my experience, asterisk, asterisk. These phrases allow you to express your perspective in a considerate way that invites further discussion rather than shutting it down. In summary, improving your conversational English is a gradual process that blends useful phrases, attentive listening, thoughtful sharing, and a calm, curious attitude. Each interaction is an opportunity to practice, learn, and connect more deeply with others. Continuing our guide to conversational English, let's explore how to maintain a friendly and balanced atmosphere while speaking. Using polite and thoughtful phrases when sharing opinions, like those we discussed earlier, helps prevent a conversation from feeling confrontational. This creates a more comfortable space where both people feel respected and heard. Another important skill is understanding and following the natural flow of conversation. Conversations often move freely from one topic to another. You might start talking about movies, then shift to food, family, or current events. That's perfectly normal. Being able to transition smoothly between subjects keeps the dialogue fresh and engaging. You can use simple phrases to guide these shifts, such as, asterisk, that reminds me of something else I wanted to ask you about. Asterisk, speaking of that, I've been wondering. Asterisk, on a related note, have you ever? These transitions help maintain momentum and prevent awkward pauses. There will be times when you don't fully understand something said in the conversation. In these moments, it's not only okay to ask for clarification, it's encouraged. Politely saying something like, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "I didn't quite catch that part. Could you explain it again?" shows that you are engaged and truly want to understand. Most people appreciate this, as it demonstrates that you care about the conversation and value what they're sharing. For clarity and ease, especially when you're still building confidence, it helps to express your thoughts in clear, simple sentences. You don't need complex language to communicate effectively. For example, asterisk instead of a long sentence like asterisk, "I would really appreciate it if you could share more detailed information about your recent vacation to Italy, as I'm very interested in that region and would love to visit it myself." Asterisk, you could say simply asterisk, "I'd love to hear about your trip to Italy. What was your favorite part?" This approach keeps the conversation natural and easy for everyone to follow. Small talk is the foundation of many social interactions. It consists of light, casual conversations about everyday topics, perfect for meeting new people or starting a deeper discussion. Simple questions like, "How was your weekend?" or "How's your day going so far?" are excellent ways to break the ice. These questions are easy to answer and invite the other person to share something about themselves, which most people enjoy. A crucial part of building confidence is accepting that mistakes are a natural part of learning. Everyone makes them. If you forget a word or phrase, don't be afraid to pause and work around it. You can say something like, "I don't know the exact word, but it's like," and then describe it. Most people will be patient and may even help you find the word. Your effort is what truly matters. Consistent daily practice is the most effective way to improve. You can practice with a friend, a language partner, or even by yourself. Try speaking aloud in front of a mirror or recording yourself. Language exchange apps are also wonderful tools for conversing with native speakers. Remember, conversations don't need to be perfect. The more you practice, the more relaxed and natural you will become. Start with the basics: greetings, introductions, and simple questions about work, hobbies, or daily life. As you grow more comfortable, you can gradually expand into more detailed topics like future plans, opinions on current events, or personal stories. Your confidence will build step by step. Now, let's turn our attention to a fundamental skill that truly enriches any interaction: how to be a good listener. This goes beyond simply hearing words. Building on our conversation, let's explore the equally important role of being a good listener. In any meaningful conversation, listening carefully is just as vital as speaking clearly. When the other person is talking, try to be fully present. This means focusing on understanding their message rather than planning your next response. Simple actions like nodding, maintaining gentle eye contact, and offering small verbal encouragements such as "I see," "That's interesting," or "Really?" show that you are actively engaged. This practice, known as active listening, is the true foundation for building connections and making your conversations more meaningful and rewarding. At its heart, a good conversation is about connection. It's a two-way exchange of ideas, experiences, and perspectives. To create this flow, we need to blend confidence with practical language skills. Let's explore some key strategies to deepen your conversational abilities, whether you are beginning your practice or refining existing skills. A powerful way to enhance your conversational English is by expanding your vocabulary strategically. While a broad vocabulary is helpful, it's more effective to focus on learning words and phrases you can use regularly. Think about your daily life and interests. If you love cooking, learn terms related to food and techniques. If you follow technology, pick up relevant jargon. Instead of memorizing isolated words, try learning them within useful phrases. For example, asterisk beyond the word travel, learn, "I'd love to travel to," or "What's the best place you've ever visited?" Asterisk beyond the word book, Learn. I just finished a fascinating book about. Or, could you recommend a good novel? This approach makes your learning immediate and practical. Incorporating common idioms and expressions can also make your speech sound more natural and fluent. Native speakers often use these figurative phrases. Learning them helps you understand others better and express yourself with more color. Asterisk instead of, I'm very tired, you could say, I'm worn out. Asterisk instead of, I agree with you, you might say, we're on the same page. Or, that's exactly how I see it. Asterisk instead of, let's start, you could say, let's get the ball rolling. Pronunciation and clarity are essential for smooth communication. It's not only about the words you choose, but how you say them. Clear pronunciation helps prevent misunderstandings and builds your confidence. A great way to practice is by listening closely to native speakers. Pay attention to the rhythm, intonation, and stress in their sentences. You can mimic these patterns by asterisk using language learning apps that focus on pronunciation. Asterisk watching TV shows or movies in English and pausing to repeat short phrases aloud. Asterisk recording yourself speaking and comparing it to a native speaker. Now, let's discuss practical ways to maintain the flow of a conversation. One of the most effective techniques is asking follow-up questions. This shows genuine interest and encourages the other person to elaborate. For instance, if someone says, I just got back from a trip to Spain, instead of replying with a simple, that's nice, you could ask, asterisk, Spain sounds amazing. What was your favorite part of the trip? Asterisk, which cities did you visit? Asterisk, what was the food like? These questions demonstrate your attentiveness and naturally extend the dialogue. Another excellent way to keep a conversation alive is by sharing a little about yourself in response. This creates a balanced exchange and finds common ground. For example, if someone mentions they enjoy playing soccer, you could respond, asterisk, that's great. I've always wanted to try soccer. What do you love most about playing? Asterisk, or if you have a related experience. I used to play in school. Do you follow any professional leagues? This method of connecting through shared or curious interest makes the interaction more personal and engaging. By combining attentive listening, purposeful vocabulary building, clear pronunciation, and engaging response techniques, you will develop a more natural and confident conversational style. Remember, each conversation is a step forward. The goal is progress, not perfection. As you practice, you'll find yourself connecting more easily and enjoying the rich experience of exchanging ideas in English. Now, let's consider how to navigate more nuanced social situations, such as agreeing and disagreeing politely, or how to tell a compelling story. Let's continue building on the flow of conversation. When someone shares an interest, like enjoying soccer, responding by adding a little of your own experience creates connection. For example, you could say, soccer looks so exciting. I usually play basketball, but I've always admired the teamwork in soccer. How often do you play? By sharing something about yourself, even if it's a different interest, you make the exchange more interactive and balanced. This mutual sharing builds rapport and keeps the dialogue flowing naturally. Now, let's tackle a common challenge. What to do when you're unsure what to say next. This happens to everyone, especially in a second language. The key is to stay calm and use simple strategies to give yourself a moment to think. You can buy time with phrases like, asterisk, that's an interesting point. Let me think about that for a moment. Asterisk, I've never thought about it that way. Another helpful technique is to rephrase or reflect what the other person just said. This shows you're listening and gently passes the conversation back to them. For instance, if someone says, I find history fascinating, you could respond, asterisk, history is such a rich subject. What period do you enjoy studying the most? This keeps you engaged without requiring you to immediately introduce a brand new idea. To truly grow in conversational English, regular practice is essential. But here's an important tip. Try to move beyond structured classroom practice. Seek out real-life conversations whenever you can. This could mean chatting with a colleague during a break. Joining a local or online discussion group about a hobby. Even speaking to yourself in English while doing daily tasks like cooking or organizing. If you lack a practice partner, consider joining online language exchange communities. These platforms connect you with people around the world who are also learning, offering a supportive and low-pressure environment to practice. Now, let's discuss something beyond words, the power of body language and tone. A large part of communication is nonverbal. Your gestures, facial expressions, and posture greatly affect how your message is received. Eye contact. Maintaining gentle eye contact shows you're engaged and respectful. Smiling. A sincere smile makes you appear friendly and approachable. Nodding. Occasional nod signals that you are following along and understanding. Your tone of voice is equally important. A flat, monotone voice can make you seem uninterested, while a voice with variation conveys enthusiasm and emotion. Try to match your tone to the content. Express excitement when sharing good news or warmth when asking about someone's day. This makes the conversation more lively and authentic for everyone involved. It's also vital to embrace a healthy attitude toward mistakes. Errors are inevitable and are a natural sign of learning. Instead of feeling embarrassed. View corrections as helpful guidance. If someone corrects you, a simple "thank you for pointing that out" is a gracious and positive response. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Every mistake is a step toward greater fluency. Finally, let's touch on the cultural aspect of conversation. Language is deeply tied to culture. Understanding these nuances helps you navigate social interactions smoothly. For example, in some cultures, directness is valued. In others, people may be more indirect to maintain harmony. A common American greeting like, "How's it going?" is often just a friendly hello, not a literal request for a detailed life update. Recognizing this can prevent confusion. Learning these subtleties, like common greetings, appropriate topics for small talk, or levels of formality, will make your conversational English more natural and effective. In summary, improving your conversational English is a rewarding journey. It combines building practical vocabulary, refining pronunciation and tone, mastering the dance of small talk and deeper exchange, practicing active listening and observing body language, learning from mistakes with patience, appreciating the cultural context behind the words. With consistent, real-world practice and a focus on genuine connection, you'll find yourself engaging in English conversations with increasing confidence and ease. Let's bring our journey toward conversational mastery to a meaningful close. We've explored essential foundations, from starting conversations and using small talk to listening actively and navigating cultural nuances. With consistent effort and a positive mindset, you will undoubtedly see your confidence and fluency grow. Now, let's take a deeper dive into some advanced techniques that can help refine your skills and bring you closer to true fluency. Moving beyond the basics involves a more strategic approach to how you listen, speak, and connect. Mastering active listening. True active listening is the cornerstone of profound communication. It means giving the speaker your full attention, not just hearing their words, but seeking to understand the emotions and intentions behind them. It requires you to quiet your own internal dialogue and resist planning your response while they are still talking. This level of engagement shows deep respect and creates a genuine connection. How to practice. A powerful technique is paraphrasing. Gently repeat what you've understood in your own words to confirm accuracy and show empathy. Asterisk, for example, asterisk, if someone says, I've been feeling really tired lately because of my new job, you could respond, asterisk, it sounds like your new role is quite demanding. No wonder you're feeling drained. Asterisk. Asterisk, this reflection validates their experience and demonstrates that you are truly listening, paving the way for a more meaningful exchange. Building smooth fluency. Fluency is about the flow and ease of your speech, not the absence of mistakes. It's your ability to express ideas smoothly, even if you occasionally search for a word. Asterisk, how to practice. Asterisk, try a timed monologue exercise. Choose a simple, everyday topic, e.g., my daily routine, a recent memorable meal, and speak about it for 1 to 2 minutes without stopping. Don't worry about perfect grammar or vocabulary, just focus on keeping a steady stream of speech. This exercise trains your brain to think in English and articulate thoughts under mild pressure, which is exactly what happens in real conversations. Managing speaking anxiety. Feeling nervous is a normal part of speaking a second language. The key is to manage this anxiety so it doesn't hold you back. Asterisk, how to practice. Asterisk, start in low-pressure, supportive environments. Practice with a patient friend, a language partner, or even by recording yourself. As your comfort grows, gradually seek out slightly more challenging situations, like contributing to a group discussion online or striking up a brief chat with a colleague. Remember, every conversation is practice, and each one makes the next one easier. View mistakes not as failures, but as necessary steps in your learning path. Steering the conversation. A skilled conversationalist can gently guide a dialogue and revive it when it lulls. This is about being observant and resourceful. Asterisk, how to practice. Asterisk, have a few versatile follow-up questions or transition phrases ready. If the conversation on one topic naturally winds down, you can seamlessly introduce a new thread. Asterisk, for example, asterisk, if you've been talking about movies and the energy dips, you could ask, asterisk, that reminds me, what's the last show or movie you watched that you'd really recommend? Asterisk, speaking of stories, do you prefer reading books or watching film adaptations? Asterisk, these questions are open-ended, show your continued interest, and smoothly propel the conversation forward. In summary, advancing your conversational English is an enriching process that builds upon the fundamentals. It combines asterisk, the deep empathy of active listening, asterisk, the practiced ease of fluency-building exercises, asterisk, the growing confidence that comes from managing anxiety, asterisk, the social skill of gracefully guiding a dialogue. By integrating these advanced techniques into your practice, you move from simply exchanging words to engaging in truly rewarding and dynamic conversations. Keep your focus on connection and progress, and you will find yourself speaking not just with greater fluency, but with greater purpose and joy. You are well on your way. Let's continue our exploration of advanced conversational skills by focusing on the finer tools that make dialogue coherent, colorful, and culturally attuned. True fluency involves not just speaking, but weaving your thoughts together gracefully and responding with both clarity and character. Mastering transitions for coherent flow. A smooth conversation feels like a connected journey, not a series of separate statements. Transitions are the phrases that link your ideas, guiding your listener effortlessly from one point to the next. They make your speech organized and easy to follow. Asterisk, to add information, asterisk, use phrases like in addition, furthermore, or on top of that. Asterisk, to show contrast, asterisk, introduce a different angle with however, on the other hand, or that being said. Asterisk, to give an example, asterisk, say, for instance, or to illustrate. Asterisk, to emphasize a point, asterisk, try more importantly, or the key thing is. Practicing these connectors will make your explanations more polished and help you structure your thoughts in real time, whether you're telling a story or sharing an opinion. Using idioms to sound natural. Idioms are the secret spice of casual conversation. These phrases have meanings that go beyond their literal words, and using them correctly can make your English sound remarkably fluent and relatable. Asterisk break the ice, asterisk to start a conversation in a friendly way. Asterisk, I asked about her dog to break the ice. Asterisk hit the nail on the head, asterisk to describe something exactly right. Asterisk, you really hit the nail on the head with that analysis. Asterisk a blast, asterisk something very fun. Asterisk, the concert was a blast. Asterisk on the same page, asterisk in agreement. Asterisk, let's make sure we're all on the same page about the plan. Asterisk, start by learning a few common idioms and gently incorporating them into your daily speech. They add color and show a deeper understanding of the language. Adapting your tone to the situation. A skilled speaker adjusts their language to fit the context. Conversations can range from formal, a job interview, a meeting, to informal, a chat with friends. Being adaptable is key. Asterisk in formal settings, asterisk use more complete sentences and polite phrasing. Instead of, what's up? Try, how are you today? Instead of, I need this, you might say, could I possibly get your help with this? Asterisk in informal settings, asterisk, it's perfectly natural to use contractions, casual greetings, and common slang. Hey, how's it going? Or that movie was awesome. By consciously practicing in both contexts, you develop the social intelligence to navigate any interaction with ease and appropriateness, building a vivid and contextual vocabulary. To express yourself with precision and color, a strong, flexible vocabulary is essential. The most effective way to learn new words is in context, not from an isolated list. Asterisk, don't just memorize the word excited. Learn it in phrases. I'm so excited about the upcoming trip, or she was excited to start her new project. Asterisk, expand your palette by learning synonyms. For happy, you could also use joyful, content, delighted, or thrilled. Each carries a slightly different shade of meaning, allowing you to express exactly what you feel. This approach helps you remember words better and use them more naturally when you speak. Refining pronunciation for clear understanding. Clear pronunciation ensures your excellent vocabulary and grammar are understood. If pronunciation is unclear, communication can break down. Asterisk practice with tongue twisters, asterisk, these are fun, challenging exercises that train your mouth to form English sounds accurately. Try. She sells seashells by the seashore for S and SH sounds. Asterisk listen and mimic, asterisk actively listen to native speakers in podcasts, interviews, or shows. Pause and imitate not just their words, but their rhythm, stress, and intonation. This shadowing technique is incredibly effective for making your speech sound more natural. In summary, elevating your conversational English involves integrating these advanced layers. Asterisk smooth transitions that connect your ideas logically. Asterisk natural idioms that add fluency and character. Asterisk adaptable tone that suits any social context. Asterisk a vivid vocabulary learned through real-life examples. Asterisk clear pronunciation that ensures you are understood. By focusing on these areas, you move beyond simply being understood to speaking with grace, agility, and confidence. Each conversation becomes an opportunity to practice this art. Remember, the goal is progressive improvement. Every idiom learned, every transition used, and every sound perfected brings you closer to speaking not just correctly, but with genuine expressiveness and ease. You have all the tools. Now enjoy the process of making the language truly your own. To bring our comprehensive guide to a thoughtful close, let's focus on the final, integrative skills that transform competent speaking into truly compelling and connected communication. Mastery lies not just in what you say, but in how you say it, how you listen, and how you reflect. Perfecting pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Clear communication hinges on being easily understood. This goes beyond individual sounds to include the music of the language, its intonation, the rise and fall of your voice and rhythm, the stress and pacing of your words. Asterisk how to practice. Asterisk use the listen, mimic, record method. 1. Listen asterisk choose a short audio clip from a podcast, interview, or film featuring a native speaker. 2. Mimic asterisk pause and repeat exactly what they said, trying to copy their sound, stress, and melody as closely as possible. 3. Record and compare asterisk record yourself saying the same phrase, then listen back to identify differences. This self-feedback is powerful for noticing areas to improve, like the clarity of certain vowel sounds or the natural flow of a sentence. Consistent practice here builds not only clarity, but also a natural speaking rhythm that listeners find pleasant and engaging. The art of asking effective questions. Questions are the engine of a great conversation. Skillful questioning demonstrates interest and skillfully guides the dialogue. Asterisk open-ended questions invite elaboration and storytelling. They often begin with how, what, why, or tell me about. Asterisk asterisk, what was the most memorable part of your trip? Asterisk asterisk asterisk, how did you get started in your field of work? Asterisk asterisk closed-ended questions are useful for confirming details or making quick decisions. They typically yield a yes/no or short answer. Asterisk asterisk, did you enjoy the conference? Asterisk asterisk asterisk, should we meet at 10 a.m.? Asterisk, the magic happens when you blend both types. A closed-ended question can establish a fact. Asterisk asterisk, do you cook? Which you can then follow with an open-ended one to dive deeper. What's your favorite thing to make when you have time? Harnessing body language and nonverbal cues. Communication is holistic. Your body speaks alongside your voice. Asterisk positive cues. Asterisk maintaining comfortable eye contact shows engagement. Occasional nodding signals understanding. A warm smile builds rapport and puts others at ease. Asterisk cues to be mindful of. Asterisk crossed arms might signal defensiveness, while constantly looking away can suggest distraction. Becoming aware of your own nonverbal habits allows you to project the openness you intend. Similarly, observing others' body language gives you a richer understanding of their reactions beyond their words. Mastering the skill of storytelling. People connect through stories. Being able to share an experience vividly is a captivating social skill. Asterisk go beyond the basic asterisk instead of, I had a good holiday. Craft a narrative. Asterisk add sensory details. Asterisk asterisk. We spent a week in a small cabin by the mountains. Every morning, I drink coffee on the porch, listening to the wind in the pine trees and smelling the crisp, clean air. Asterisk. Asterisk include emotion. Asterisk asterisk. It was incredibly peaceful, just what I needed to recharge. Asterisk. This descriptive approach draws listeners into your world and makes conversations memorable. Seeking real-world practice and reflection. Finally, growth comes from consistent application and thoughtful review. Asterisk find a practice community. Asterisk join a language exchange group or find a conversation partner online. The goal is to engage in natural, unscripted dialogue on varied topics, which builds adaptive fluency for real-life situations. Asterisk reflect after conversations. Asterisk take a moment to ask yourself reflective questions. Asterisk did I understand the core of what was shared? Asterisk was I able to express my main idea clearly? Asterisk asterisk what went well? What one thing could I work on for next time? Asterisk. This habit of mindful reflection turns every conversation into a focused learning opportunity, allowing you to intentionally build on strengths and address specific challenges. In summary, Your journey to conversational mastery is built on a foundation of thoughtful practice across multiple dimensions. 1. The sound of your speech, pronunciation, intonation, rhythm. 2. The structure of your dialogue, effective questioning. 3. The unspoken language you project, body language. 4. The content you create, engaging storytelling. 5. The cycle of improvement, real practice and reflection. By integrating these strategies, you move from simply exchanging information to building genuine understanding and connection. Remember, fluency is not the absence of imperfection, but the presence of flow, confidence, and the human touch in your communication. You have explored a complete toolkit. Now the most rewarding step is to go out, engage with the world, and enjoy the countless conversations ahead. Each one is a step forward. You are ready. As we conclude this guide, let's remember that the path to conversational fluency is indeed a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate every milestone, no matter how small, a successful exchange, a new word used confidently, a moment you understood everything. These victories build momentum. Keep nurturing your curiosity and challenging yourself to reach new levels of ease and connection. To solidify your mastery, let's integrate a few final, powerful practices that blend listening, speaking, and cultural understanding into a seamless skill set. Cultivating deep active listening. True conversational skill is rooted not in what you say next, but in how fully you receive what is being shared. Active listening is the practice of listening with your whole attention to the words, the tone, the emotion, and the unspoken meaning behind them. Asterisk how to show you're listening. Asterisk use gentle, affirming cues. Nodding, maintaining soft eye contact, and offering brief verbal acknowledgments like, I see, that makes sense, or tell me more about that, signal your full engagement. Asterisk the impact. Asterisk this does more than just help you understand. It makes the speaker feel truly heard and valued. In any setting, especially a professional one, this attentiveness builds trust and leaves a lasting positive impression. Refining your sound with shadowing. To speak fluently, it helps to internalize the natural music of the language. Shadowing is a powerful technique for this. Asterisk how to practice. Asterisk select a short audio clip from a podcast, news segment, or audiobook narrated by a native speaker. Listen to a sentence or two, pause, and immediately repeat what you heard, trying to mimic not just the words, but the exact pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Asterisk for even greater clarity. Asterisk record yourself repeating the phrase and compare it to the original. This will highlight specific sounds or rhythms you can adjust. Regular shadowing trains your mouth and ear to produce the authentic flow of English. Demonstrating understanding through paraphrasing. A key sign of an effective communicator is the ability to paraphrase, to restate what someone has said in your own words. This confirms your understanding and deepens the dialogue. Asterisk example in action. Asterisk. Asterisk speaker. Asterisk asterisk. I had a rough day at work because my boss gave me extra tasks at the last minute. Asterisk. Asterisk your response. Paraphrasing. Asterisk. It sounds like your boss really put you under pressure today with those last-minute requests. Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk this technique shows you are processing the information, not just hearing it. It gives the speaker a chance to clarify if needed and makes the conversation a collaborative exchange of ideas. Building bridges with cultural awareness. Conversations exist within a cultural context. Understanding subtle norms prevents misunderstandings and builds stronger connections. Asterisk learn the nuances. Asterisk in some cultures, building rapport through small talk is essential before business. In others, directness is preferred. Knowing whether a question like asterisk, how are you? Asterisk is a ritual greeting or a genuine inquiry matters. Asterisk how to learn asterisk expose yourself to diverse cultural perspectives through international films, books, news, and by engaging with multicultural groups or language exchange partners. This awareness allows you to adapt your style and connect more meaningfully with anyone you speak to, building unshakable fluency through repetition. Fluency is forged through consistent practice. The goal is to make common expressions and personal narratives second nature. Asterisk a practical method asterisk choose a routine topic, like your weekend, your job, or a favorite hobby. Write down a few key points and talk about them aloud multiple times. Each time, challenge yourself to add more detail, use a synonym, or structure the story differently. Asterisk the result asterisk this repetitive practice moves vocabulary and sentence structures from your slow, deliberate memory to your fast, intuitive speech. Over time, you'll discuss familiar topics with ease, freeing up mental energy to focus on new or more complex ideas during actual conversations. In your journey to master conversational English, you have equipped yourself with a complete toolkit: the confidence to start and sustain a dialogue, the empathy to listen actively and paraphrase, the techniques to refine your pronunciation and flow, the awareness to navigate cultural contexts, the discipline to practice with purpose. Remember, this journey is not about erasing every accent or never making a mistake. It is about becoming a more effective, engaging, and connected communicator. Each conversation is both a practice session and a reward. Carry forward this mindset of progress, be patient with your growth, and enjoy the countless connections that await you. Your dedication will transform not just your language ability, but the way you relate to the world. You are ready. Go and converse. As we conclude this guide, let's remember that the path to conversational fluency is indeed a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate every milestone, no matter how small: a successful exchange, a new word used confidently, a moment you understood everything. These victories build momentum. Keep nurturing your curiosity and challenging yourself to reach new levels of ease and connection. To solidify your mastery, let's integrate a few final, powerful practices that blend listening, speaking, and cultural understanding into a seamless skill set. Cultivating deep active listening. True conversational skill is rooted not in what you say next, but in how fully you receive what is being shared. Active listening is the practice of listening with your whole attention to the words, the tone, the emotion, and the unspoken meaning behind them. Asterisk how to show your listening asterisk use gentle, affirming cues. Nodding, maintaining soft eye contact, and offering brief verbal acknowledgments like, I see, that makes sense, or tell me more about that, signal your full engagement. Asterisk the impact asterisk this does more than just help you understand. It makes the speaker feel truly heard and valued. In any setting, especially a professional one, this attentiveness builds trust and leaves a lasting positive impression. Refining your sound with shadowing. To speak fluently, it helps to internalize the natural music of the language. Shadowing is a powerful technique for this. Asterisk how to practice asterisk select a short audio clip from a podcast, news segment, or audiobook narrated by a native speaker. Listen to a sentence or two, pause, and immediately repeat what you heard, trying to mimic not just the words, but the exact pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Asterisk for even greater clarity asterisk record yourself repeating the phrase and compare it to the original. This will highlight specific sounds or rhythms you can adjust. Regular shadowing trains your mouth and ear to produce the authentic flow of English. Demonstrating understanding through paraphrasing. A key sign of an effective communicator is the ability to paraphrase, to restate what someone has said in your own words. This confirms your understanding and deepens the dialogue. Asterisk example in action asterisk. Asterisk speaker asterisk asterisk. I had a rough day at work because My boss gave me extra tasks at the last minute. Asterisk. Asterisk your response. Paraphrasing asterisk. It sounds like your boss really put you under pressure today with those last-minute requests. Asterisk. Asterisk why it works asterisk. This technique shows you are processing the information, not just hearing it. It gives the speaker a chance to clarify if needed and makes the conversation a collaborative exchange of ideas. Building bridges with cultural awareness. Conversations exist within a cultural context. Understanding subtle norms prevents misunderstandings and builds stronger connections. Asterisk learn the nuances asterisk in some cultures. Building rapport through small talk is essential before business. In others, directness is preferred. Knowing whether a question like asterisk, how are you? Asterisk is a ritual greeting or a genuine inquiry matters. Asterisk how to learn asterisk expose yourself to diverse cultural perspectives through international films, books, news, and by engaging with multicultural groups or language exchange partners. This awareness allows you to adapt your style and connect more meaningfully with anyone you speak to. Building unshakable fluency through repetition. Fluency is forged through consistent practice. The goal is to make common expressions and personal narratives second nature. Asterisk a practical method asterisk choose a routine topic, like your weekend, your job, or a favorite hobby. Write down a few key points and talk about them aloud multiple times. Each time, challenge yourself to add more detail, use a synonym, or structure the story differently. Asterisk the result asterisk this repetitive practice moves vocabulary and sentence structures from your slow, deliberate memory to your fast, intuitive speech. Over time, you'll discuss familiar topics with ease, freeing up mental energy to focus on new or more complex ideas during actual conversations. In your journey to master conversational English, you have equipped yourself with a complete toolkit. The confidence to start and sustain a dialogue. The empathy to listen actively and paraphrase. The techniques to refine your pronunciation and flow. The awareness to navigate cultural contexts. The discipline to practice with purpose. Remember, this journey is not about erasing every accent or never making a mistake. It is about becoming a more effective, engaging, and connected communicator. Each conversation is both a practice session and a reward. Carry forward this mindset of progress, be patient with your growth, and enjoy the countless connections that await you. Your dedication will transform not just your language ability, but the way you relate to the world. You are ready. Go and converse. To complete our guide, let's focus on the subtle arts that give conversation its depth and color, the power of a pause, the precision of emotion, the richness of idiom, and the magic of a well-told story. Mastery of these elements moves your speech from being merely correct to being truly captivating and authentic. The strategic use of pauses. Contrary to what we might fear, silence is not your enemy in conversation. Used intentionally, pauses are a tool of confident communication. Asterisk the thinking pause asterisk a brief, deliberate pause before you answer a thoughtful question does not show hesitation. It shows you are considering your words carefully. It transforms a quick reaction into a considered response. Asterisk the impact pause asterisk a slight pause after you make an important point gives your listener a moment to absorb what you've said. It emphasizes the idea and adds weight to your words. Practice speaking at a comfortable, measured pace. Instead of rushing to fill every second, allow natural breaks to punctuate your thoughts. This makes you sound more poised, thoughtful, and confident. Expressing emotion with precision. Moving beyond basic words for feelings allows you to share your experiences with much greater texture and connection. Asterisk instead of, I'm happy, you could say, I'm over the moon, I'm thrilled, or I'm absolutely delighted. Asterisk instead of, I'm sad, you might express, I'm feeling a bit down, I'm heartbroken, or it's been a blue day. Start by learning a few new emotional descriptors each week and practicing them in safe contexts. This varied vocabulary lets you paint a clearer picture of your inner world and respond to others with greater empathy. Incorporating idioms naturally. Idioms are the cultural shorthand of a language. Using them appropriately shows a deep, lived-in understanding of English. Asterisk break the ice, asterisk to ease tension and start a conversation. Asterisk scenario, asterisk you're at a networking event. You could say to someone, "It's a great turnout tonight. Is this your first time at one of these events?" That's you breaking the ice. Asterisk a piece of cake, asterisk something very easy. Asterisk scenario, asterisk a colleague worries about a new software tool. You can reassure them, "Don't worry, the basic setup is a piece of cake. I can show you the steps in 5 minutes." Weave idioms into your speech gradually. Focus on understanding their context perfectly so they feel like a natural part of your expression, not a forced insertion. The unforgettable power of storytelling. Stories are how we make sense of the world and connect with others. A good story turns a simple answer into a shared experience. Asterisk from statement to story, asterisk. Asterisk basic statement, asterisk I loved visiting Italy. Asterisk a vivid story, asterisk my favorite memory in Italy wasn't in a guidebook. I was in Rome, hopelessly lost trying to find a famous fountain. Asked an older gentleman for help in my broken Italian. Instead of just pointing, he smiled, said, "Vengo con te. I'll come with you," and walked 10 minutes out of his way. As we walked, he pointed out his favorite bakery and a hidden courtyard. That unexpected kindness was Italy for me. Asterisk key elements, asterisk includes sensory details, sights, sounds, a small challenge or moment, and most importantly, what it meant to you. This structure pulls listeners in and makes you and your experiences memorable. As we bring this comprehensive guide to a close, remember that conversational mastery is an art form built on a series of foundational skills and advanced refinements. You have explored the fundamentals of starting, maintaining, and gracefully ending dialogues, the mechanics of pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar, the subtleties of active listening, body language, and cultural awareness, the advanced artistry of pacing, emotional expression, idiomatic language, and storytelling. Your journey does not end here. It begins here. Each conversation you enter is now a canvas for this practice. Speak with intention, listen with generosity, and engage with curiosity. Do not fear mistakes. Welcome them as teachers. Celebrate the growing ease with which you connect, share, and understand. Fluency is not a distant destination, but a path you walk with every word you speak and every story you hear. You have equipped yourself with an exceptional toolkit. Now, step forward with confidence into the rich, vibrant world of English conversation that awaits you. The next great dialogue is yours to have. Let's bring our journey to a heartfelt close by exploring the final, beautiful touches that make conversations not just exchanges of information, but memorable human connections. True mastery lies in the ability to captivate, listen actively, and adapt with grace. The captivating power of storytelling. As we've seen, storytelling transforms simple statements into shared experiences that pull your listener in. A great story does more than inform. It practices your ability to speak in full, flowing sentences, and adds profound depth to a conversation. Asterisk another everyday example, asterisk instead of saying, "I learned to bake," you could tell this story. Asterisk last weekend, I decided to bake a cake for the very first time. I followed the recipe carefully, but in a moment of distraction, I accidentally used salt instead of sugar. I didn't realize until I tasted the batter. It was so funny. I just laughed at my own mistake. I started over completely, and in the end, The cake turned out delicious. It was a good lesson in patience. Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk sharing relatable, humorous, or even challenging moments like this makes you more approachable and keeps conversations vibrant and engaging. It invites your listener to share their own stories in return. The essential practice of active listening. Great conversations are a balance of sharing and receiving. Active listening is how you show your partner they are valued and understood. Asterisk use affirming phrases. Asterisk simple, sincere responses like, "That's so interesting." "I never thought about it that way." Or, "Tell me more about that." Signal that you are fully engaged. Asterisk example in action. Asterisk if someone mentions they've taken up gardening, you could respond, asterisk gardening sounds so rewarding. What kind of plants are you growing? Asterisk this shows genuine interest and naturally expands the dialogue. Short, powerful phrases to sustain dialogue. You don't need complex sentences to be a great conversationalist. Often, short, empathetic phrases are the most powerful tools for keeping the flow alive. Asterisk phrases like, "I see," "That's amazing," or "What happened next?" are versatile and easy to use. They express enthusiasm and encourage the speaker to continue. Asterisk for example, asterisk if a friend is explaining their new job, saying, asterisk "That's amazing. What do you enjoy most about it so far?" Asterisk opens the door for them to share more details and feelings. The irreplaceable role of practice in real life. Confidence is built through consistent, real-world practice. Integrate English into your daily life and hobbies. Asterisk immerse yourself. Asterisk watch English shows. Listen to podcasts on topics you love and join clubs or online groups where conversation is central. Asterisk a success story. Asterisk consider a learner who joined a local hiking group. During walks, they talked about the trails, shared stories, and naturally picked up phrases like "hit the trail" or "breathtaking view." This fusion of conversation and real experience built their vocabulary and confidence organically and joyfully. Adapting with cultural awareness. Finally, understanding context is what makes your language appropriate and natural. Conversations are wrapped in cultural norms. Asterisk a key example, greetings in some settings, "good morning" is standard. In others, a casual "hey, how's it going?" is more common. It's important to know that "how are you?" is often a friendly ritual greeting, not a request for a detailed medical report. A natural reply is usually brief. "I'm good, thanks. And you?" Asterisk scenario for practice. Asterisk imagine you're in line at a cafe and someone says, asterisk "this line is taking forever, isn't it?" Asterisk this is a classic, friendly opening for small talk in many English-speaking countries. A simple, effective response could be, asterisk "it really is. I think the coffee will be worth the wait, though." Asterisk this acknowledges their comment and leaves the conversation open to continue. Your journey forward. You have now gathered a complete toolkit for conversational English. The foundations of starting and navigating a chat. The skills of listening, storytelling, and asking questions. The nuances of pronunciation, emotion, and idiom. The awareness of culture and context. The mindset for practice and growth. Remember, this is not about achieving perfection, but about pursuing connection. Every conversation is a step forward. Celebrate your progress, learn from every interaction, and, most importantly, enjoy the rich human connections that fluent conversation makes possible. You have the knowledge, the strategies, and the capability. The world of conversation is waiting for you. Go forth, listen with an open heart, speak with authentic interest, and connect with confidence. Your voice matters. Now go and let it be heard. Let's weave together the final threads of conversational mastery by exploring how to deepen interactions through agreement, curiosity, and thoughtful clarification. These skills transform simple exchanges into meaningful dialogues and build genuine connections, deepening dialogue with agreement, disagreement, and curiosity. Moving beyond basic responses shows you are truly engaged. Here's how to expand your contributions. Asterisk expressing agreement with depth asterisk instead of a simple me too. Enrich your response. Asterisk example asterisk your friend says, asterisk, I really loved the new superhero movie. Asterisk. Asterisk your enriched response asterisk asterisk, I agree. It was amazing. I especially liked the character development. What was your favorite part? Asterisk. This shows you listen carefully and invites a more detailed exchange. Asterisk politely expressing disagreement asterisk you can share a different view while keeping the conversation positive. Asterisk example asterisk asterisk. Actually thought the movie was a bit long for my taste, but the special effects were incredible. What did you think about the action scenes? Asterisk. This frames your opinion respectfully and redirects to a shared point of interest, maintaining a friendly atmosphere. Asterisk showing curiosity to build connection asterisk asking thoughtful questions demonstrates real interest. Asterisk scenario asterisk at a book club. Someone mentions reading a historical novel. Asterisk your curious response asterisk asterisk. That sounds fascinating. What period of history does it cover? I've always been curious about that era. Do you have a favorite historical figure from the book? Asterisk. This line of questioning deepens the topic and shows a desire to understand the other person's perspective. Asking for clarification with confidence. Never hesitate to ask for clarity. It's a sign of a committed communicator, not a weakness. Using polite phrases in moments of uncertainty builds confidence. Asterisk when you don't understand a word or concept asterisk. Asterisk at a restaurant. Asterisk, could you explain what that dish is made of? Asterisk or asterisk, I'm not familiar with that term. Could you tell me more? Asterisk. Asterisk when someone speaks too quickly asterisk. Asterisk asterisk, I'm sorry, could you repeat that a bit more slowly? Asterisk or asterisk, could you please say that again? I want to make sure I understand fully. Asterisk. These phrases show you value the conversation and are proactive in ensuring clear communication. Putting it all together in a real-world scenario. Imagine yourself at a networking event. You join a group discussing travel. Someone says, asterisk, I recently visited Japan and it was incredible. Asterisk. Here's how you can apply everything we've learned. 1. Engage with an open-ended question asterisk. Asterisk. Wow, Japan must have been amazing. What were some of your favorite places to visit? Asterisk. 2. Practice active listening asterisk. As they answer, use short, encouraging phrases. That's interesting, or asterisk, I'd love to hear more about that. Asterisk. 3. Show curiosity and ask for clarification asterisk. If they mention something unfamiliar like a traditional ryokan, ask, asterisk, what was that experience like? Asterisk or asterisk, could you tell me more about what a ryokan is? Asterisk. 4. Share and connect asterisk. Relate briefly with your own experience or interest. Asterisk, I've always wanted to experience Japanese culture. That sounds unforgettable. Asterisk. This approach creates a natural, flowing dialogue where you learn, connect, and practice organically. Your conversational journey. A final summary. You have now built a complete framework for conversational English, moving from foundation to artistry. Asterisk, you know how to start conversations with simple greetings and openers. Asterisk, you can sustain dialogue through follow-up questions, active listening, and sharing relevant stories. Asterisk, you can navigate smoothly by using transitions, managing pauses, and adapting your tone. Asterisk, you can deepen connections by expressing emotions vividly, using idioms, showing cultural awareness, and engaging with curiosity and respect. Asterisk, you have the tools to clarify and confirm understanding, ensuring clear communication. Asterisk, most importantly, you embrace practice and progress, knowing that every conversation is a step forward. Remember, fluency is not the absence of hesitation or error. It is the presence of connection, confidence, and the continual joy of learning. Carry this toolkit with you into the world. Listen with generosity, speak with authenticity, and engage with an open heart. You are more than ready to participate in the global conversation. Your voice, your stories, and your curiosity have a place in every dialogue. Go forth and connect. Of course. Let's weave these final, essential threads into our guide, focusing on the profound power of storytelling and the practical skill of navigating natural pauses. The heart of connection. Storytelling. You've touched on the core truth. Conversations are about connection, and shared stories are the most powerful bridge we have. People don't just remember facts. They remember how a story made them feel. Using stories in conversation transforms you from a language learner into a compelling communicator. Let's explore how to craft and use stories effectively.
1.
The relatable personal story, the Me Too moment. Asterisk, asterisk. This is about finding common ground through experience. Asterisk scenario, asterisk at a gathering. Someone shares a childhood memory. Asterisk your story, asterisk, asterisk. That reminds me of the summer my friends and I built a treehouse. It was so crooked that we had to sit on one side to balance it, but to us, it was a castle. We felt like kings of the world up there. Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk you connect by sharing a similar emotional experience, childhood adventure. The specific, humorous detail, how to sit on one side, makes it vivid and memorable.
2.
The empathetic, solution-oriented story, the I understand moment. Asterisk, asterisk. This builds trust and offers support, especially in professional or helpful settings. Asterisk scenario, asterisk a colleague mentions a challenging project. Asterisk your story, asterisk, asterisk. That sounds tough. I remember feeling overwhelmed on a similar project last year. What finally helped us was breaking everything down into tiny, daily tasks. It made the huge deadline feel manageable. Could an approach like that work here? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk it shows empathy first, sounds tough, then offers a relatable anecdote that leads to a constructive suggestion, framed collaboratively.
3.
The reflective, opinion-based story, the this made me think moment. Asterisk, asterisk. This deepens discussions about ideas, books, or art. Asterisk scenario, asterisk a book club discussion about a novel's theme. Asterisk your contribution, asterisk, asterisk. The character's struggle for identity really stayed with me. It reminded me of my own confusing period after university, trying to choose a path. That time taught me a lot about my own values. Did anyone else have a personal connection to that theme? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk you link the abstract theme to a personal revelation, making your opinion profound and inviting others to share their own introspective stories. How to keep the story spark alive, asterisk. Always bridge from your story back to the other person. Follow up with a question. Asterisk, asterisk, did you ever have a favorite hiding spot or fort as a kid? Asterisk. Asterisk, asterisk. What's a challenge you faced that taught you something important? Asterisk. Asterisk, asterisk. How did you discover your own passion for topic? Asterisk. The art of navigating silence. Now, let's address the moment the user's query ended on, handling awkward silences. It's crucial to remember that not every pause is awkward. A comfortable silence can be thoughtful. But when the energy dips, Here are graceful recovery tools.
1.
The pocket question, technique asterisk asterisk. Always have a few versatile, open-ended questions ready. When a lull arrives, use 1. Asterisk general asterisk asterisk. So, what's something you're looking forward to this week? Asterisk. Asterisk topic related asterisk if you were just talking about work. Asterisk. What's the best part of your workday? Asterisk. Asterisk future-oriented asterisk asterisk. If you could take a skill holiday to learn anything for a month, what would it be? Asterisk.
2.
The observational comment asterisk asterisk. Comment on your shared environment to create a new, immediate topic. Asterisk at a cafe. Asterisk, I love the music they're playing here. It's so relaxing. Asterisk. Asterisk at an event. Asterisk, the organization for this has been great. Have you been to one of these before? Asterisk.
3.
The graceful recap and redirect asterisk asterisk. Briefly summarize what was enjoyable about the previous topic, then pivot. Asterisk asterisk, I've really enjoyed hearing about your hiking adventures. It reminds me that I need to explore more local trails. Speaking of local, have you tried the new restaurant that opened downtown? Asterisk.
4.
Embrace the pause with honesty. A advanced move. Asterisk asterisk. Sometimes, naming the pause can dispel the tension with kindness. Asterisk with a smile. You could say, asterisk, it feels like we've solved all the world's problems for a moment. Let me think of another topic. Asterisk, this shows comfort and control. Your conversational toolkit is complete. You now possess a full spectrum of skills. Asterisk the fundamentals asterisk starters, sustainers, and closers. Asterisk the mechanics asterisk vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Asterisk the nuance asterisk tone, rhythm, and cultural awareness. Asterisk the art asterisk storytelling, emotional expression, and active listening. Asterisk the grace asterisk navigating pauses and recovering momentum. Remember, the goal is not to perform a perfect monologue, but to build a shared dialogue. Every story you tell, every question you ask, and every silence you navigate with ease builds your confidence and your ability to connect. Go into the world with curiosity. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Share your stories with authenticity. You are no longer just learning English. You are using it to share your unique perspective and to discover the stories of others. This is the true joy of conversation. You are ready. Let's explore the final, practical strategies for handling the natural ebb and flow of conversations, transforming potential awkwardness into opportunities for connection. Mastering these moments is a true sign of conversational confidence. Hashtag gracefully navigating a lull in conversation. When a dialogue with someone new hits a quiet moment, it's a natural crossroads, not a failure. Here are graceful ways to steer forward.
1.
Introduce a light, universal topic asterisk asterisk. A simple, interesting fact or observation can reignite curiosity. The goal is to offer something easy to comment on. Asterisk example asterisk asterisk. I read something interesting the other day about how customs vary. In Japan, people often bow as a greeting instead of shaking hands. It's fascinating how such everyday things can be so different around the world, isn't it? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works asterisk. This isn't a heavy question, but an invitation. It allows the other person to share their knowledge, travel experiences, or simply express curiosity.
2.
Use a humorous or observational comment asterisk asterisk. Humor rooted in your shared immediate environment is a fantastic connector. It shows you're present and relaxed. Asterisk scenario asterisk you're at a party and notice someone glancing at the dessert table. Asterisk your comment asterisk asterisk. That dessert table is a dangerous place for my willpower. I'm stuck deciding between the chocolate cake and the fruit tart. Which one looks better to you? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk it's self-deprecating, lighthearted, and asks for a simple, low-stakes opinion. It transforms a silent observation into a shared moment. Hashtag practicing micro-conversations in daily life. Fluency is built in small, everyday interactions. Treat simple exchanges as practice grounds for clarity and politeness. The cafe order, a mini dialogue. Use this routine moment to practice descriptive language and adaptable responses. Asterisk detailed request. Asterisk instead of a coffee, please. Try asterisk I'd like a medium latte with almond milk, please. Could I also get a sprinkle of cinnamon on top? Asterisk. Asterisk handling a change. Asterisk if the barista says they're out of almond milk, practice a flexible, polite reply. Asterisk no problem at all. Oat milk would be great. Thank you for letting me know. Asterisk. Asterisk the skill. Asterisk this practices clear description, making a polite request, and responding gracefully to unexpected changes, all key to smooth real-world conversations. Hashtag creating instant connections with mini stories. A 1 or 2 sentence personal story is the fastest way to build rapport in casual encounters. The dog park connection. Asterisk observation and story. Asterisk your dog looks so happy running around. It reminds me of my old dog, Max. He was obsessed with his tennis ball, would carry it everywhere. What's your dog's name? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk you offer a genuine compliment. Immediately connect it with a tiny, relatable personal story that shows empathy, and then pivot directly back to them with an easy question. It's friendly, personal, and opens the door for more chat. Hashtag deepening social invitations. When someone extends an invitation, you can accept in a way that actively builds the conversation. The dinner invitation. Asterisk enthusiastic and curious acceptance. Asterisk instead of just, thank you, I'd love to. You can say, asterisk, that's so kind of you. I'd really love to stay. I'm always curious about what people are cooking. What's on the menu? Asterisk. Asterisk the result. Asterisk this expresses gratitude while showing active interest in their world. It leads naturally to sharing recipes, favorite foods, and cooking stories, creating a warm, engaging exchange long before the meal is served. Hashtag connecting through shared themes in media. Discussing books, movies, or shows becomes richer when you link them to universal human experiences. The movie discussion. Asterisk from plot to personal reflection. Asterisk instead of just saying, I liked that movie, you can share, asterisk, I recently watched The Pursuit of Happiness. It really struck a chord with me about perseverance. It reminded me of a time in university when I almost quit a difficult course, but pushing through taught me so much about my own resilience. Did you find it inspiring? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk you move the conversation from a simple review to a shared exploration of themes, struggle, perseverance. By briefly sharing your own connected experience, you make the conversation vulnerable and interesting, inviting them to share their own perspectives or stories. Hashtag your conversational journey, a final reflection. You have now traveled the full path of conversational mastery. Asterisk you've learned the architecture, how to start, sustain, and gracefully conclude a dialogue. Asterisk you've gathered the tools, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and the vital skill of active listening. Asterisk you've mastered the artistry, storytelling, using humor, expressing nuance, and navigating cultural context. Asterisk you've developed the social grace, handling pauses, making observations, and connecting through shared, everyday moments. Remember, the ultimate goal is not flawless English, but authentic connection. Every micro-conversation at a cafe, Every short story shared in a park, and every thoughtful question you ask is a step toward that goal. Speak with curiosity. Listen with generosity. Embrace the pauses and trust in your growing ability to fill them with warmth and interest. Your unique voice, experiences, and perspective are your greatest assets. The world of conversation is vast and welcoming. You are prepared. You are capable. Now go forth and connect. Let's bring our journey to its natural conclusion by focusing on the most human aspect of conversation, the power of shared experience. True fluency blossoms when we move beyond exchanging information and start connecting through the emotions and stories that define us. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag the heart of connection, sharing personal stories. Conversational English thrives on authenticity. When you share a personal story, you're not just practicing vocabulary, you're building a bridge of common understanding, turning challenges into shared triumphs. A powerful way to connect is by discussing overcoming obstacles. Instead of a generic question, frame it with your own experience. Asterisk your story, asterisk, asterisk. Have you ever had a moment where you had to keep going even when it seemed impossible? I remember once, during a very difficult university course, I was ready to quit. Every assignment felt like a mountain, but I pushed through, and passing that class taught me more about my own resilience than any easy win ever could. Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk this approach is vulnerable and relatable. It transforms a simple question into an invitation for mutual reflection. You practice narrating a past struggle, using past tenses, descriptive emotions like felt like a mountain, resilience, and naturally encourage the other person to share their own story. Connecting through quick decisions and spontaneity. Stories of spontaneity are universally engaging and full of emotional vocabulary. Asterisk your story, asterisk, asterisk. It's funny how quick decisions can lead to great stories. Once, while traveling, I had to instantly choose between a familiar taxi and a crowded local train in a country where I didn't speak the language. I was so nervous, but I chose the train. It was chaotic, hot, and amazing. I ended up sharing snacks with a family and seeing parts of the city I never would have otherwise. What's a quick decision you've made that turned into a memorable experience? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk you practice sequencing events, how to choose, chose, ended up, expressing a range of emotions, nervous, amazing, and describing sensory details, crowded, hot, chaotic. The question at the end turns your monologue into a true dialogue. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag enriching topic-based conversations. Discussing hobbies with depth. Move beyond that's nice to show genuine curiosity by linking their interests to your own, however small. Asterisk your response, asterisk, asterisk. Photography is such a fascinating hobby. I'm a complete beginner, but I remember the first time I felt proud of a photo. It was a sunset at the beach. The colors were so intense, and I just managed to capture the light on the waves. It's still one of my favorites. What do you most love to capture when you're out with your camera? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk you validate their interest. Share a concise, vivid story that demonstrates your engagement with the topic, and then ask a specific, open-ended question that invites them to share their passion in detail. Elevating everyday interactions. See daily routines as mini theaters for practice. Add one layer of descriptive language or a polite, extended request. 1. While shopping, asterisk. Asterisk basic, asterisk. I'll take this. Asterisk engaged, asterisk, asterisk. I'd like to buy this jacket, please. It's so soft. Do you happen to have it in a different color, like navy or gray? Asterisk. Asterisk then. Follow up, asterisk, asterisk. Perfect. I'll go with the gray. It'll be ideal for the cool weather we're having. Asterisk. Asterisk the skill, asterisk you practice descriptive adjectives, soft, polite requests, do you happen to, and connecting your choice to a real-world condition for the cool weather. 2. Chatting about the weather, beyond small talk. Asterisk basic asterisk, it's so hot. Asterisk descriptive and relational asterisk asterisk, this heat wave is really something, isn't it? Yesterday, I tried walking in the park and I could barely bear the heat. It must have been 35 degrees. I had to find some shade under a big oak tree. What do you usually do to stay cool when it gets like this? Asterisk. Asterisk the skill asterisk you use stronger vocabulary, heat wave, bear the heat, integrate a past anecdote, and pivot to a question that seeks advice or shared strategies, making the conversation useful and personal. Transforming casual run-ins. When you bump into someone, use a detail from your last conversation to show you truly listen and care. Asterisk basic asterisk, hi, how are you? Asterisk attentive and detailed asterisk asterisk, hey, it's so good to see you. How have you been? Last time we talked, you were in the middle of planning that trip to New York. I've been curious. How did it go? Did you get to visit that museum you were excited about? Asterisk. Asterisk, why it works asterisk, this instantly deepens a casual chat. It demonstrates memorable listening, shows sustained interest, and provides a natural, rich topic for discussion, moving instantly past superficial greetings. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag your final toolkit, a summary. You have now gathered a complete set of tools for conversational mastery. Asterisk the foundation, asterisk greetings, questions, and strategies to start and end talks gracefully. Asterisk the framework, asterisk grammar and vocabulary built through context, not just lists. Asterisk the flow, asterisk techniques for active listening, smooth transitions, and navigating pauses. Asterisk the heart, asterisk the art of storytelling, using personal anecdotes to share emotions, build rapport, and make conversations memorable. Asterisk the habit, asterisk the mindset of seeing every daily interaction, from shopping to chatting about the weather, as an opportunity to practice a richer, more connected form of communication. Remember, the goal of conversation is not to perform perfectly, but to connect authentically. Your stories, your curiosity, and your willingness to share small pieces of your world are what make conversations meaningful. You are now equipped not merely to speak in English, but to communicate, to share, to understand, and to build relationships through language. Carry this confidence forward. Listen with intent, speak with story, and connect with heart. Your journey in conversational English has reached a new beginning. Go forth and enjoy every single conversation that comes your way. As we conclude this guide, let's focus on the subtle art of deepening a conversation. True fluency shines not just in starting a dialogue, but in nurturing it, showing genuine interest, sharing nuanced perspectives, and creating a meaningful exchange. This final layer transforms pleasant chat into memorable connection. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag the art of the follow-up, showing you truly listen. A great conversation is a chain of linked ideas. The most powerful way to build this chain is through attentive follow-up questions that show your conversation partner they have been heard and remembered. Asterisk the technique, asterisk when someone shares a detail, like a past trip to New York, use it as a springboard for your next question. Asterisk the exchange, asterisk. Asterisk them, asterisk, asterisk. Yes, my trip to New York was incredible. Asterisk. Asterisk you, asterisk, asterisk. That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to go. You mentioned the food was a highlight. What did you think of the pizza? I've heard so many debates about where to find the best slice. Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk. This moves the conversation from a general recap, it was great, to a specific, shared exploration of a subtopic, food culture. It demonstrates that you value their specific experience and are curious to learn from it. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag expressing opinions with nuance. Moving beyond simple agreement or disagreement shows you are thinking critically and invites a richer discussion. You can agree and add a new layer. Asterisk the technique, asterisk use phrases that acknowledge their point before introducing your own perspective. This is often called the yes and or I agree and also method. Asterisk the exchange, discussing a book. Asterisk them, asterisk, asterisk. I found the main character's journey so inspiring. Asterisk. Asterisk you, asterisk, asterisk. I totally agree. She was incredibly relatable in her struggles. I also found myself wondering if she could have made different choices about her career earlier on. Have you ever faced a big decision where the right choice wasn't clear? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk this approach is collaborative, not confrontational. It shows you are engaging deeply with the subject and bridges the fictional world to shared human experience, inviting a more personal level of sharing. Hashtag, 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 making observational comments to deepen topics. A skilled conversationalist can notice the meta, the theme of the discussion itself, and comment on it to create intimacy and reflection. Asterisk the technique, asterisk step back from the content and observe the pattern or feeling of the conversation. Asterisk the exchange at a gathering. Asterisk you, asterisk, asterisk. It's funny how we all naturally started sharing childhood stories tonight. It really shows how much those early experiences shape who we become. Did you have a particular childhood moment that you feel changed your path? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk this reflective comment adds intellectual and emotional depth. It validates the shared direction of the talk and gracefully invites more profound, personal stories, moving the conversation to a more meaningful level. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag demonstrating empathy through shared experience. Empathy is the highest form of connection. When someone shares a difficulty, the goal is to make them feel understood, not just to offer a solution. Asterisk the technique, asterisk validate their feeling first, then, if appropriate, briefly share a similar emotion you felt in a parallel situation, ending with a question that returns the focus to them. Asterisk the exchange, a friend shares a challenge. Asterisk you, asterisk, asterisk, that sounds really tough. I can imagine how stressful that must have been. When I went through a period of similar uncertainty, I found that just talking it through with someone helped me sort my thoughts. Have you found it helpful to talk about it? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk this response follows a powerful pattern. Acknowledge, that sounds tough. Dash validate. I can imagine the stress. Dash relate briefly. When I felt something similar. Dash ask, what has helped you? It creates a bond of shared understanding without shifting the focus away from their experience. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag integrating skills in a flowing conversation. Let's see how all these elements come together in a single, natural interaction. Scenario. Meeting someone new at a cafe. Asterisk engaging star asterisk, asterisk. Hi, it's great to finally meet you. Sarah mentioned you're an avid traveler. I'd love to hear about one of your favorite trips. Asterisk. This uses context to ask a specific, open-ended question. Asterisk active listening and follow-up asterisk after they describe Thailand. Asterisk, that's fascinating. The floating markets sound incredible. What was the most memorable thing you ate there? Asterisk, this shows detailed listening and asks for a sensory detail. Asterisk sharing a related story asterisk asterisk. Your story reminds me of when my cousin painted a mural for our local library. It became a real community landmark. Do you prefer creating art that's more abstract or realistic? Asterisk. This connects their hobby to a personal anecdote and pivots back with a new question. Asterisk showing empathy and relating asterisk if they discuss a creative challenge. Asterisk finding inspiration can be so demanding. I felt that way when learning to cook. Sometimes the blank page or the empty pot is the hardest part. What usually helps you rediscover your creative flow? Asterisk. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag your journey to conversational confidence. A final reflection. You have now traveled the full path from the fundamentals to the finer arts of conversation. You possess asterisk the tools, asterisk vocabulary, phrases, and questions for any situation. Asterisk the techniques, asterisk active listening, storytelling, and graceful navigation of pauses. Asterisk the emotional intelligence, asterisk the ability to express opinions with nuance, show empathy, and connect through shared experience. Remember, the ultimate goal is not to execute a perfect script, but to create a genuine, flowing connection. Every interaction is practice. Some conversations will be bright and lively, others will be deep and reflective. Each one is valuable. Speak with curiosity. Listen with your full attention. Don't fear the occasional silence. See it as space for thought. Your unique perspective, your stories, and your sincere interest in others are the most important things you bring to any dialogue. You are no longer just learning English. You are using it to share your world and understand the worlds of others. This is the true power of conversation. You are ready. Go forth, connect, and enjoy every word of it. Asterisk, asterisk. As we bring our exploration of conversational English to its final chapter, let's focus on the beautiful details that transform simple dialogue into an art form. This final stage is about painting with words, connecting through culture, and sharing the vivid textures of your experiences. Mastery here lies in the ability to not just speak, but to immerse your listener in your world. Hashtag painting pictures with descriptive language. The difference between a statement and a story is often found in the sensory details. Descriptive language makes your English vibrant and memorable. Example, discussing a shared experience. Instead of saying, "The concert was good," you can create a scene. Asterisk, asterisk, the concert was absolutely unforgettable. What I loved most was how the band connected with us. It felt so personal, especially when they played my favorite song. In that moment, it was like they were performing just for our section of the crowd. Do you have a favorite live performance memory that felt special like that? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk you use evocative language. Unforgettable. Connected with us. Felt so personal, and invite the other person to access their own emotional memories, creating a shared space of enthusiasm. Hashtag offering help with a personal touch. When giving advice or directions, weaving in a personal anecdote transforms a simple tip into a meaningful connection. Example, guiding someone in your city. Move beyond basic instructions. Asterisk, asterisk, if you're heading to the museum, I'd actually recommend the scenic route down Elm Street. It's lined with these beautiful old trees, and there's a lovely little cafe about halfway where you can grab an amazing pastry. When I first moved here, I walked that path every weekend to clear my head. It became my personal sanctuary. Do you enjoy discovering those kinds of hidden local spots? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk you provide value through local insight. Attach a heartfelt personal story, my personal sanctuary, and end with a question that connects to their preferences, turning a directional exchange into a conversation about exploration. Hashtag exploring dreams with hypotheticals. Hypothetical questions are a fantastic tool for practicing complex language about desires, reasons, and conditions in a low-pressure, imaginative way. Example, the live anywhere question. Asterisk, asterisk, if you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would you choose and why? For me, I think I'd pick Japan. I've always been fascinated by the seamless blend of ancient tradition and cutting-edge modernity. I'd love to experience a cherry blossom season and learn about the day-to-day rhythm of life there. What specific aspects of the place you chose most appeal to you? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works, asterisk this encourages the use of conditional grammar. If you could, you would. Expressive vocabulary, fascinated by, seamless blend, and requires articulating clear reasons, deepening the cognitive and linguistic level of the chat. Hashtag the graceful dance of compliments. Receiving and giving compliments skillfully is a subtle art that builds rapport and keeps dialogue flowing. How to receive a compliment gracefully, asterisk. Asterisk them, asterisk, your presentation was excellent. Asterisk. Asterisk you, asterisk, thank you so much. That really means a lot. I worked hard to make the key points clear and engaging. Was there a particular section that stood out to you? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk you show gratitude, modestly acknowledge your effort, and immediately turn the focus back to them with a specific follow-up question, demonstrating active listening. How to give a meaningful compliment. Asterisk. Asterisk move beyond good job too. Asterisk your speech was truly inspiring. What I found most powerful was how you used personal stories to illustrate your points. It made the whole topic feel immediately relatable. How did you decide on those particular examples? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk specificity. Used personal stories. Proves you paid genuine attention. Following up with a curious question about their process, how did you decide? Shows deep interest and invites them to share more. Hashtag sharing culture through common ground. Using universal topics like food to explore cultural differences is a joyful way to expand vocabulary and understanding. Example, discussing comfort food. Asterisk. It's amazing how every culture has its own idea of comfort food. In my family, it's a dish called biryani, a fragrant, spiced rice dish with meat and vegetables. It's the taste of celebrations and home for me. Is there a special comfort food from your background? When do you most enjoy having it? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk you introduce new, descriptive vocabulary, fragrant, spiced, share a personal cultural connection, and ask an open question that invites them to share their heritage, making the conversation a mutual exchange of culture. Hashtag the ultimate key. Vivid details in storytelling. This is the cornerstone of captivating conversation. Always enrich your past experiences with details that engage the senses. Instead of asterisk, I visited a market. Try asterisk. I still remember the Saturday market in Marseille. The air was thick with the smell of fresh herbs and salty sea air. A vendor with a bright blue apron insisted I try a slice of warm goat cheese. It was creamy and tangy, unlike anything I'd tasted. The whole place was a symphony of colors and chatter. Asterisk. This level of detail, smell of herbs, bright blue apron, creamy and tangy, symphony of colors, transports your listener and gives them multiple points to connect with and ask about. Hashtag your conversational journey. Complete. You have now assembled the complete mosaic of conversational fluency. 1. The foundation asterisk the phrases and questions to begin and end any talk. 2. The framework asterisk the grammar and vocabulary built through context. 3. The flow asterisk the techniques of listening, linking, and navigating pauses. 4. The heart asterisk the art of storytelling, empathy, and personal connection. 5. The beauty asterisk the final layer of descriptive detail, cultural sharing, and expressive nuance. Remember, the goal has never been perfection. It has been connection. You now have the tools to connect more deeply, share more vividly, and understand more fully. Each conversation is a new canvas. Speak with color, listen with intent, and connect with humanity. Your journey in English now opens onto the wide, welcoming field of global conversation. You are ready. Go forth and converse with confidence, curiosity, and heart. Let's weave these final insights into our guide, emphasizing the profound role of storytelling and detailed interaction as the ultimate tools for fluency. True mastery of conversational English is revealed not in rehearsed phrases, but in the ability to share a slice of your life and take a genuine interest in the life of another. Hashtag the power of a well-told story. A personal story is your most engaging tool. It transforms abstract language into living experience. Example, the hiking story. Instead of stating a fact, you can immerse your listener in a transformative moment. Asterisk last summer, I attempted my most challenging hike. The trail was steep and my legs burned with every step. But when I finally reached the summit just as the sun was rising, the entire valley was bathed in this golden pink light. The exhaustion vanished, replaced by this overwhelming sense of accomplishment and peace. I'll never forget that feeling. Have you ever pushed yourself to do something difficult that ended up being incredibly rewarding? Asterisk. Asterisk why it works. Asterisk you use descriptive language. Steep trail, legs burned, bathed in golden pink light, expresses sequence of emotions, exhaustion dash, accomplishment dash, peace, and end with an open question that invites them to reflect on their own resilience. This practices narrative tenses, sensory vocabulary, and emotional expression in one powerful package. Hashtag, 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 transforming everyday encounters into meaningful practice. See every interaction as a mini drama where you can practice compassion, clarity, and connection.
1.
The airport. A chance to help and connect, asterisk, asterisk. When asked for help, view it as an opportunity for a rich, if brief, human exchange. Asterisk your helpful and engaging response, asterisk, asterisk, of course. Gate 22 is in Terminal B. The signs can be a little confusing. You actually need to walk through the food court to get there. I got completely lost my first time too. By the way, where are you headed? Maybe I can point you toward the right airline desk afterward. Asterisk. Asterisk the follow-up when they say Paris asterisk. Paris is wonderful. I visited last autumn. Seeing the Eiffel Tower sparkle at night is truly magical. Are you going for a holiday, or is it a work trip? Asterisk. Asterisk the skills practiced. Asterisk you provide clear, empathetic instructions, share a relatable microstory. I got lost too. And use a natural follow-up question to show interest and extend the conversation gracefully.
2.
Discussing hobbies with depth and nostalgia, asterisk, asterisk. Move past surface-level comments to connect hobbies with memory and philosophy. Asterisk your detailed response to a gardener, asterisk, asterisk. Gardening is such a peaceful hobby. That reminds me of my grandmother. Her garden was her sanctuary. I spent summers with her learning how to plant tomatoes. She used to say, "You're not just growing food, you're growing patience." Do you focus more on flowers for beauty or vegetables you can eat? Asterisk. Asterisk the follow-up when they mention vegetables, asterisk, that's fantastic. Cooking with food you've grown yourself must be so satisfying. My friend gave me homegrown cherry tomatoes once, and the flavor was unbelievable. So sweet and rich. It inspired me to try making my own sauce. Do you have a go-to recipe you make with your harvest? Asterisk. Asterisk the skills practiced. Asterisk you link their interest to a personal, heartfelt memory. Introduce an idiomatic expression, growing patience, and build layers by asking progressive questions that delve deeper into their passion, from what they grow to how they use it. 3. Ordering food. A scene for specifics and cultural nuance, asterisk, asterisk. A restaurant is a perfect stage to practice descriptive language and polite interaction. Asterisk detailed ordering, asterisk instead of "I'll have the chicken." Try, asterisk, "I'd like to try the herb roasted chicken, please. Could you tell me if it's served with the lemon sauce on the side? And may I substitute the mashed potatoes for the roasted vegetables?" Asterisk. Asterisk engaging with a server, asterisk if they recommend something. Asterisk, "Oh, the daily fish special sounds great. How is it prepared? Is it a light or a rich dish?" Asterisk. Asterisk the skills practiced, asterisk you practice specific vocabulary, herb roasted, substituted, prepared. Polite requests, "Could you tell me, may I?" and cultural competence by showing interest in the preparation, a common mark of an engaged diner in many English-speaking contexts. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag your complete conversational mindset. You have now traveled the full spectrum from foundational phrases to philosophical connection. Your toolkit includes asterisk the mechanics, asterisk grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation for clarity. Asterisk the strategies, asterisk questions, transitions, and tactics to start and sustain dialogue. Asterisk the art, asterisk storytelling, detailed description, and emotional expression to captivate. Asterisk the heart, asterisk active listening, empathy, and cultural awareness to connect authentically. Remember this core principle. Conversational English is not a test to pass. It is a bridge to build. Every story you share builds a span toward another person. Every detail you notice and ask about strengthens that connection. Your journey does not end here. It evolves. With every conversation, whether at an airport, in a garden, or at a restaurant, you are not just practicing English. You are practicing humanity. You are learning to share your world and welcome others into theirs. Go forward with this confidence. You are prepared. You have the skills not just to speak, but to communicate. Not just to listen, but to understand. Now, step into the world and enjoy the infinite conversations that await you. They are your classroom, your stage, and your connection to the wider human family.